All right, what would be proper compensation for the Pistons to send Andre Drummond to Atlanta Hawks? Let's talk a little bit about it. We back. Mercy Sports Talk. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. A lot of people, oh, Trae Young and they should get this and this and that from this team or whatever, right? Proper compensation depends on what the Pistons want and what they're doing. If they're rebuilding, then you want young assets, expiring contracts, and you want draft picks. And that falls under young asset, I would guess. And, people want to, sit here and think you about to get a king's ransom for Andre Drummond. You're not. You're not about to get this deal where the Pistons about to get 2 or 3 or all-star or superstar. No. The deal is probably going to be, about building for the future. And you hear people get mad when they say Chandler Parsons and a pick. I'm fine with that, especially if that pick is the Atlanta Hawks pick. Now, Atlanta got some picks, right? A lot of they pick is based on what is Brooklyn doing. They got a few picks from Brooklyn that are top 14 protected. So if Brooklyn is not in the lottery and they make the playoffs, then, Atlanta don't get that pick, and then next year it's protected again. I wouldn't want that Brooklyn pick, okay? And let's just say if they did want to throw that up, if they could throw that protected Brooklyn pick in, okay? And if that's the case, and they giving us a Brooklyn pick, then I would want John Collins III. Plain and simple. If they throwing us they pick, the Atlanta Hawks pick, that's right now projected to be number 1 pick in the NBA, and obviously the lottery is funny, I'll jump on that all day. All right? I'll jump on that all day. I'll take Chandler Parsons in that lottery pick. That's probably gonna be a top 5 pick. You know what I'm saying? I take that. And if I can win the lottery, even though we know the lottery rigged, if somehow they let the Pistons get 1 or 2 in the lottery, and we can get a LaMelo Ball or James Wiseman or Cole Anthony or somebody like that, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to get what people think you're gonna get for Andre Drummond. Remember what they got for Shaq? They traded Shaq and got like Lamar Odom, Caron Butler, and some draft picks, and it didn't look that appealing at the time. That's how, Kobe ended up having the Smush Parker days. You know what I'm saying? So you rarely get even compensation or get overcompensation for a trade. But if it's not that the Atlanta Hawks pick, number 1 pick, if not they pick, and it's a Brooklyn pick, then we got to crunch numbers with other players. And those are the players you would probably consider would be Cam Reddish. I don't think they would trade the Hunter kid, Cam Reddish, John Collins. Those are the guys you're looking for to get in the trade. You know what I'm saying? And you probably would want to bring back Alex Len or the other center, the man in the middle. Or you always can go out to Sacramento and probably trade a second for DeAndre Dearman. He used to be for the Atlanta Hawks, but he just came out the other day and said he wasn't happy. He not making that much money if you just need to fill a void in the middle of your offense. But you're not going to go out there and get some killer type of deal for Andre Drummond. One, you got to remember this. There's no security that he will re-sign with Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they get a deal in place where he go to Atlanta and he say he signed a contract extension, then that's different. But if he go to Atlanta and don't sign a contract extension with Atlanta, then they taking the risk. So that kind of hurt his value. Now, if you could get him to sign an extension and then send him to Atlanta, or you get a deal where he say, I sign my extension when I get to Atlanta, wants to trade, then it's a totally different ball game. Because then Atlanta got security. But with him having an option year and probably going to be opting out unless he get injured or serious injury, then right then and there, his value take a hit. And the reason his value is taking a hit is because the Pistons waited too late to trade him. They should have traded him last year before the trade deadline, and his name would have been hotter than fish grease. You know what I'm saying? It definitely would have been. But his name's still pretty hot. But without that security, that long-term security, teams are taking the risk of sending big assets for a potential 1-year rental. See, that's what people not looking at. People in Detroit value Andre Drummond like he Anthony Davis, but he not. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis is special. And they gave up a lot to get Anthony Davis. But this is not that. It's not that. And also, it's different taking a chance with Anthony Davis having 1 year on his contract, and also Anthony Davis being with Clutch Sports and being with LeBron James Friend Company represent him. They give him a little bit more insight on insecurity. But, everybody in Detroit, they try to picture Andre Drummond, some people, as this dominant big man, and he not. He don't defend great. He don't have a great offense. He's a great rebounder. And people say if the 2020 matters so much, where they was at when we needed them most versus Milwaukee last year. They were nowhere to be found. The 2020 comes in regular season games when there's no pressure on. You know what I'm saying? And he's a great talent, don't get me wrong. He just ain't developed into an offensive dominant player or a defensive dominant player. And that's the problem. He's durable, he's strong, you know what I'm saying? He can rebound, but he ain't really picked the side of the ball to be dominant on. A lot of people don't want to accept it, but you can't. That's why I'm going back and forth with people. People say, oh, this guy said this about you. They don't know sports, man. I've been playing basketball. I've been playing basketball my whole life. Football my whole life. I'm not arguing with fanboys. I'm not arguing with fanboys. For what? I know a great player. I seen them all play. From down to Pistol Pete, to Jerry West, to Magic Bird, Jamal Wilkes, you know what I'm saying? James Worthy, Jordan, Dave Bing, Isaiah Thomas, Adrian Dantley. You know what I'm saying? You can keep going on. Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd. Jimmy Jackson. Now I've seen them all play, man. Terrell Brandon, to the injury stories, Terrell Brandon, Tom Gugliotta, Bobby Phillips, David Wesley. I've been watching basketball for a long time. I can coach that to the T. I know ball players. Rick Smits, the Davis boys. You know what I'm saying? Sam Perkins, Terry Mills. You know what I'm saying? Theo Radcliffe. You go on and on. Rashawn Leonard. I remember Antonio McDyess was one of the best players in the league before the knee injury. So I've been watching. I'm a hardcore avid basketball fan. Andre Drummond, he need to figure out what he want to be great at. You gonna hang your hat on defense, or you gonna learn to post up, and dominate the block. It don't make you a dinosaur. A post game is always gonna be effective in the NBA. If I could drop it off to you and get 2 every time, man, that's gonna make the 3-pointers easier. Go back and look at Dwight Howard when they play inside out. They threw it to Dwight, and even Dwight made a move. He ain't had the best post moves, but he made a move and dunked it. Or they double. He kicked it out to Nelson, kicked it out to Turkoglu or Michael Petrus, and they got easy shots. You still can play inside out. A big man don't have to shoot threes. A big man is more effective when he on the block. But a lot of dudes, they not strong enough or disciplined enough to stay on the block the whole game. They want to float out to the 3-pointer and it's hurting the team. If you stay on the block and you dominate the block, you win. Or guys like Anthony Davis not strong enough to dominate the block. You know what I'm saying? All you need is a block game and a 10 to 15 foot a mid-range jumper like Patrick Ewing and Akeem Olajuwon. Today you put Shaq in today's game, Olajuwon, they dominate. You got guys like Draymond playing center, and you got guys that can't even defend no more. The guys like Andre. If Andre was able to get a power game, but he not. And at this point, the Pistons not going to invest money into him. It's not the first time they try to trade him. They tried to trade him to Memphis when Stan Van Gundy was here. I forget who they didn't want to give up. I think it might have been Luke Kennard. Good out compensation. If they get the Atlanta Hawks #1 pick, long story short, if they pick, I'll take Chandler Parsons' contract. That'll be off the books next year. You get that pick, you win the game. And then you tank and your pick get high. The Pistons can rebuild quick if they do it that way. But I don't think Atlanta want to fold with that pick. But if they want Luke Kennard for that pick, I throw anybody in except for Elko for that pick. But hey, I'm going to make another Dre video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business questions, inquiries, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation, just share the video with the information there. Let me know what you think about Dre in Atlanta. What would you want to see them giving up to get Dre? We go.